Come on, baby, just a scooch.
Just a scooch in the cooch.
Just a scooch in the cooch. Just a scooch in the cooch. Just a scooch in the cooch. Just, oh. Hey, guys.
Porn ever.
Do we make you uncomfortable?
Just a scooch in the cooch.
Yeah.
From Blvd Entertainment.
You know,
Vivid
from the makers of Specs Appeal comes just a scooch in the cooch. Hello and welcome to Table Talk, the only place where we talk about all your topics and questions and things via the hashtag Table Talk and the Reddit/r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Dani Rosenberg.
And I'm DJ Wooldridge.
And today, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Dollar Shave Club. You know what, DJ? You're a beardsman.
I am.
Yeah, you're proud of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I could use a trim.
You could use a trim. When you're trying to keep your beard all luscious and well trimmed and groomed, do you need razors to do that?
For this, I do.
Yes, you do.
I do, Matt.
Okay, good. Well, if you want to get those razors at a wonderful, wonderful price without any of the stress of going to the store and having to deal with big old weirdos, you can go to dollarshaveclub.com/SFNerd and you can sign up for a monthly package of razors that are oh so effective at a price that is oh so affordable, and you get buttery facial lubes.
You know,
And ladies.
Ladies
can do it too, because we all know society hates hair on women.
Yeah, it's true. The patriarchy demands that you go to dollarshaveclub.com.
Dollar Shave Club the hell off my head.
Yeah. And everyone knows men's razors work better than ladies' razors.
Oh yeah, because they give you guys 5 razors.
They give us more blades. You can get 6 blades for the executive, and it's like $7 or $8 a month.
I'm gonna treat my ass to 6 blades, because I deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm completely out of my depth right now. I don't
Ladies,
know what
treat
is going
yourself.
on.
Don't go to frozen yogurt. Instead, get free razors or monthly pay. Do razors.
I think we successfully sold Dollar Shave Club. Guys, can I tell you, thank you for having me on today.
I'm happy to have you
I
here.
appreciate being here with you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time, DJ.
Yeah,
I hope
DJ.
so.
You're one of my favorites.
We're gonna have a great time.
Okay, Giralf writes, look at that pun. Look at that pun right off the bat. On the Reddit, any school field trip memories?
Yes.
Yes?
My mother came with us as a chaperone. In 6th grade, we went to the San Diego Zoo. Just a note, my mother hates people. So this was really her kind of making an effort to be involved in my life. So I got picked on a lot. And this one kid, Moses, picked on me the whole trip.
Moses?
Moses picked on Dani.
Moses is a little
the
asshole.
whole trip. And I just remember my mom, like, being like, I'm gonna kill that Moses kid. I hate that little Moses fucker.
Yeah. If
Literally
Moses
those words?
picks on my Dani, I'll kill Moses dead.
So eventually she just would like kind of get in between because he'd push me or shove me and she'd just kind of be like, yeah, mama bear. But that was my favorite memory of like going on a field trip and having my mom like want to beat up a 12-year-old kid.
To be fair, 12-year-old kids suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to 12-year-old kids out there.
No,
No,
offense.
I mean-
You suck, probably. You'll grow out of it eventually.
It's a hard age, man. You're no longer a kid, but you're not a teenager.
No.
You don't know where to place all your emotions and your newfound hormones.
I'd say middle school was worse than high school.
Well, yeah, teenagers are
I'd say
pretty
middle
bad.
school was way worse than high school.
Because 12-year-old, you start transitioning into being a teenager, and teenagers just think they're so much smarter than they are. Like they're really.
I think everybody thinks they're so much
But kids
smarter
in
than
middle
us.
school, kids in middle school still have like the brutality and cruelty of children, who I think ultimately are more cruel than like full teenagers or adults. But now they have more to operate with because now everybody likes everybody. Like I had girls all the time pretend to like me or like just kind of like look at me and then smile and then talk to their friends, and I would think that they liked me. And there was one particularly cringeworthy incident.
Hold on, Matt.
Was that on a field trip?
Sometimes,
It was not on a field trip.
Sometimes you launch into stories that you shouldn't. And I want you to take a moment and think for a second. And is this one of those stories?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Just
one time.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you bring an editor on camera.
You know, we're behind the camera.
You're editing us in the middle of
One
a
time I
fucking
walked
video.
up to this guy at school and I was like, hey, stop talking to her, that's my girl. Not kidding.
My girl. I bet you
Worst moment of my life.
when you're in your middle school, all your sexual energy begins.
Yes.
And you're like, and so you take it out on each other in
Sexual
awful
energy
ways
begins.
when really you just,
I prefer
you know.
sexual energy and sexual energy forever, personally.
Sexual
Get that?
energy
Or
forever.
sexual energy and
Sexual
Robin.
energy forever. All right. Do you guys have any field trip stories?
Well, no, that's another one that I shouldn't tell. That's the only one that's coming to mind.
You don't have any?
You're welcome, by the way.
Do you have to
Thank
pee
you.
or poop really badly on any field trips?
Oh.
Those are great stories.
Did you go someplace? Like,
Yeah.
Did you go like just say where you went?
Where were any field
It was
trips you
cool.
went?
Okay, we went to Valley Forge once.
What's that?
It's a Revolutionary War or something. I don't know. We went
Valley
to some
Forge
place.
sounds like a car
We went to
dealership.
some place in New Jersey. I think it was Valley Forge. It was crucial during the American Revolution, and it was the first time I'd ever been to any of those places where everyone's in period dress.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is stupid. Well, I was just kind of like baffled because it didn't occur to me that they were like wearing costumes. I'm like, they have to live like this?
No.
Like. Do they live here?
This is
live
really
here
awful.
in like another place too. So there's this really old house in Maplewood, New Jersey called the Durand Hedden House, and it is 100% period authentic to the 1800s, and they've never updated anything. And it's
That
just this
sounds great.
splintery. It is, but when you're a kid, you're just kind of like, this is just an old house. I don't like this. It's cold.
You're not able to get into all the creepy old stuff?
No, because it's all roped off so that kids like us can't damage anything. So they basically they walk you into the.
I hate when they rope stuff off.
Yeah,
Makes me
they
want to
walk
cross
you-
that rope.
Here, like they walk you
Seems
into
like
the
a
house
challenge.
and they walk you into the kitchen and then they fed us little cups of raisins and bacon.
That sounds awful.
It was dumb.
Don't touch anything. Here's some
And
raisins.
then they walk you into the backyard, they show you a butter churn, and then, okay, everybody back in the bus. And it's like, this wasn't even a trip. This is down the street.
Hey kids, isn't this old?
Yeah. This
back in the bus.
This old bowl was made in olden times, over old years ago. And now it's used to show kids what old bowls look like. All right, everybody, back in the bus. Yeah.
I do remember also we went to Knott's Berry Farm because in California you study the gold,
Nice.
the gold rush. Knott's Berry Farm to do fake panning for gold.
I
Don't get to
remember
go
doing
on
that at
any
some point.
rides. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Do you have any field trip stories?
I was homeschooled for a majority of my schooling time. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. The right trajectory. Your trajectory is spot on.
Where'd it go?
I hit on one in the shoulder.
Yeah.
But from middle school on to high school, the middle school I was going to go to told my mom that she didn't have, like, if something bothered her, she didn't have any say in how my education went forward, and that offended her. So she's like, fuck this, I'm out. And so middle school through high school, I was homeschooled.
Oh, wow.
And so family trips and school trips kind of blurred.
Yeah. So what, you just went on a bunch of educational family trips?
Yeah.
You guys went to go buy groceries and you're like, we're doing a field
Field
trip.
trip, everybody.
Today we're learning about economics.
Yeah.
Coupons,
I'm trying to think
really.
of a cool, we went to the Florida Aquarium in Tampa.
Nice.
Which is cool. Field trips, are field trips happy? Your field trip memory is a happy memory because it's not a memory of the field trip, it's a memory of your mom stepping up for you.
I liked seeing my home life and my school life combined.
Fine, but it's not like the trip,
Yeah. I feel like
trips always
field
kinda
trips,
lame.
field trips and family trips, they're risky. I feel like anytime
are.
you go outside of your normal routine with the people that you are just kind of forced to be around,
yeah.
whether it's like a class or a family, you're just begging for trouble.
Yeah.
You get sick of people real fast.
It's
Real
like
fast.
Thanksgiving on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You got all the risks of Thanksgiving, but also on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, I mean, when you're teenagers, you go on band trips and choir trips. Sometimes people bring Xboxes and they play like 16-way Halo in the hotels. That's
That's not an
another
experience
thing
I
we
had.
did. That was cool.
I did like the jumping on the beds in the hotels. I
Yeah.
still do it.
Oh yeah, we were.
It's my favorite.
How does it not occur? How does it not occur
Jumping
to
on the
us?
bed.
Like
What you
when-
gotta do is you gotta not just jump on one bed, jump to the other queen bed and
Duh.
jump back
Okay.
and do flips and do you gotta go back and forth between the beds. That's the best jumping you gotta do.
Do you still do flips?
No, I'm 30. I don't do
But I was also gonna say I'm not a small person, and you
If I'm in
also
the
are
pool,
not.
I'll do flips. I got coverage.
It's fair. Let's say
Yeah.
it.
You got water.
I don't do flips in hotel rooms, no. I'll smack my head on the nightstand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then that vacation is done.
It's over.
How did we not realize when we were that age, like, like, being loud as shit is annoying.
Right?
Like the people that we thought were lame for making us be quiet were very much like in the right.
Now we're
No,
them.
we were wrong.
Yeah.
We were so wrong.
But what I have this theory about everybody, when you go to restaurants, the table next to you is a big group of people and all their inside jokes and all their whatever, and you're just like, so annoying. We're all so annoying to each other. If I don't know you, you're annoying to me.
Yeah.
My friends are the most annoying. Everybody's friends are the most annoying people in the world.
Yeah, it might be.
I would say so. If they don't know the context of your jokes, people are just like, shut up.
Yeah. My friend Alex and I, we have a running joke now. Are you getting antsy? You feeling that edit urge?
You are physically editing this video right now.
I'm excited. That's all it is. I'm excited. I'm sorry.
Can I just real quick?
This is a rare occurrence for me,
I know,
okay, guys?
I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
All right, fine. No, we
finish your thought.
we have a joke where there's a character named Madman Schwartz. So we were in acting class together, and we did a scene from the Goldbergs, and there's this kid, his last name is Schwartz, and he thinks that he's super cool and awesome, but he's just really lame. And at some point he says, Madman Schwartz strikes again! And I said the line wrong. I said, Madman Schwartz on the loose! And it just started this long stream of fake movie titles. Like if those were 2 titles in a Madman Schwartz series of films, what else would there be? Like Madman Schwartz scared stiff, and like Madman Schwartz goes to prison. And
Madman Schwartz at it again.
Exactly. Or like, you know, Madman Begin Schwartz. Like it's gone to crazy heights. And now that's all we do is we text each other Madman Schwartz jokes. And that's all we do now.
I'm sure you've got to confuse strangers who are just like, Madman
Schwartz?
Yeah, the NSA is really confused by your text.
Yeah.
What is this and why is it happening?
Sleepless in Schwartzaddle, or Schwartzless in Seattle.
You better hope nobody's last name is Schwartz goes on a shooting spree, because you guys are done for. You're done for.
Well, I'm reaching for a shirt
on that note,
It's pulling my chest hair.
I'm going to read a new topic.
Read a topic.
All right. At Kiana Casey says, what was the best Halloween costume you pulled off?
Ooh, okay, I got this one.
Yes.
4th grade, I was a Game Boy. I was a Game Boy Pocket, so I had a cardboard box that we spray painted silver, and we drew the screen and the buttons and everything. And then there were armholes and handles so that I could lift it and like walk around. But it was like real heavy for like a child. And I couldn't fit like through some doorways. So like when there were houses with covered porches, I'd have to hand my bucket to another friend that I was with and have them get my candy because I couldn't even get to the door.
You're just a little Game Boy out in the yard.
Yeah.
Hi.
I can't even wave because I got these friggin' armholes and I'm holding the thing.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, DJ, you can get this, pal.
I was a number 2 pencil.
Nice.
That's
My
pretty
mom
cool.
made it. I'll see if she still has that picture, but full on, headed right here, arms sticking.
Ah!
That was great.
Your first time, and you got it on the outside of the lens.
You got it on the rim.
You got it on the
I
rim.
appreciate you saying it's my first time, but I actually spent like an hour after one of the table talks picking up all the debris and just taking shots at it. Because I'm not going to lie.
You had a montage where you learned how to shoot at the camera?
Yeah, I thought you guys were real dumb for not being able to get it. Like, it looks super easy from the other side.
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks, DJ.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
It turns out it's not that easy.
No.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hard.
pretty difficult. But I thought with my behind the camera knowledge, like I see what you guys are doing wrong. No, it's pretty hard.
You're pretty good, man.
For the people at home, it's not that easy.
Anyway, I was number 2 pencil. Being inanimate objects is the funnest.
Why?
It is. It's just silly. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tie it with, I was a grandma one year.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty
My
good.
grandma
That's pretty solid.
used to give me every year for Christmas a matching like sweater and sweatpants suit that like you would see a grandma wearing. One of them was like a bear that had like a tutu that you could lift up and it had underwear. It was just hideous. So I felt bad. I didn't want to throw it out. You know, grandma gave it to me, so I wore it and I got the glasses with a little chain on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got blackout drunk and I was grandma, just the life of the party grandma.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It was fun.
Nice. That's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I got had a couple back in the day. my birthday is not really that close to Halloween, but it's kind of close to Halloween. So my dad would.
You're a Scorpio, right? November.
Yeah. My dad would combine my birthday with Halloween and make Halloween like a house type scenario. For like 1 year he made a garage the Bat Cave.
Oh wow!
1 year though when Men in Black came out and that was all about that, he made it like a spaceship that had crashed in our yard kind of deal. And 1 year he made
cool dad.
Power Rangers costume for me, but not the typical like I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a point after Power Rangers Prime where they had like ninja outfits.
Well, okay, it was first season, second season. There was Ninja, and then there was Shogun. Was the fourth one?
Yeah,
and then they had
so they had their typical costume. Well, after that they had their typical costume, and then they had like ninja versions of the costume.
Right.
I don't know why.
You got the ninja version.
I got my dad made. We made
That's
the ninja
coolest.
version.
That was only in that was in the show and the movie.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
The only costume that I pulled off. Halloween kind of tends to be depressing for me now because I always want to do something, and then I never give myself enough time to do something. And so last year we were doing a costume thing here. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I was playing GTA 5 at the time, and I'm like, I got it. I can make myself look like Trevor from GTA 5.
Yeah.
And so I just got a wife beater, put some sweat stains, and did my facial hair. What I didn't realize at the time is I did the facial hair of the way my Trevor looked in the game, not the traditional box art Trevor. So what I did...
You lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well...
Yeah.
You fucked Trevor up.
But I did, to make that clear, I took a picture of my version of Trevor and made a wanted sign on my back.
There you go.
To make it
awesome.
obvious for people.
I want to say our producer, Len, for the last couple of years, he dresses up like Heath Ledger's Joker. And it's
pretty terrifying.
Spot on. He stays in that character all day, which I can't
really
handle
unsettling.
being around method actors. It scares the shit out of me.
No.
He does the voice, he does everything perfectly. He's terrifying and fantastic at it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he does. He's amazing. The way he walks around the office, you're like, Len.
That's gonna be
fantastic.
so weird because he's gonna be like telling us what to do. But he's the Joker.
No, you guys ready for a table talk?
Table talk.
He keeps setting things on fire for no apparent reason.
Yeah, we're just gonna be managing him all day.
Yeah,
There'll be a pencil in your forehead.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
It's gonna be number 2
we got you.
pencil.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Danny.
Get it, Danny. You get in there. Scooch in there.
Shit. Okay. White William Haynes
Okay.
off the Reddit says, what's one movie that didn't live up to expectation, and what's a movie that was surprisingly good?
Ooh.
One? I mean, there's a...
I know, but you gotta pick one.
So are we picking the best one or just the one
No,
that
you're
comes in our
picking
head?
one of each. One of each.
but like the best
Whatever,
movie that
I mean,
represents
let's
those?
talk about it.
Okay.
If you're quiet for like 6 minutes, we're gonna make you pick something.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna start by saying Inception. Inception was the movie that I wanted to be incredible, but ultimately, I thought it was just okay.
What was your problem with Inception?
I think it was an issue of my expectations being like sky high. Because like, I'm like, Christopher Nolan, this looks incredible. But ultimately, the movie just left me cold. I didn't care about anybody in it. I thought it was complicated for being complicated's sake. And I think the third act, like, friggin' falls to pieces.
Can I tell you the way to view Inception? Or like the way I like to view Inception? My favorite Nolan movie is The Prestige, by the way. But
oh yeah, that's incredible.
The Prestige is so
That's
good.
the best Nolan movie.
The way I like to view Inception is that the entirety of it is dream. Not just like, oh, there's the dream machines, everything is a dream about a guy who lost his wife in a train accident. And so he has a dream about being able to go into dreams. And because if you notice, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and what's-her-face?
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page are a lot like younger versions of Leonardo DiCaprio and Marion Cotillard. And so I think those are reflections of him and his wife at a younger stage in their relationship.
Interesting.
And so the entirety of it is a dream of a guy.
You know how I like to watch movies? I like to watch them, and then they're good and they make sense on the first time that you watch them, and I don't have to reflect on it, but I want to because it was that good, and it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What about one that exceeded
good.
expectations?
Oh man, that exceeded expectations?
That actually might be tougher than
That's like way harder.
You know what? I can probably answer this with the same family of movies.
Okay.
So, movie that was surprisingly good was The Conjuring. I went into that theater. It was the same folks who did like Insidious and
good.
Sinister,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's gonna be all right, but it's not gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And then I stress ate my entire popcorn.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
intense.
Annabelle's the spinoff, and I was like, fuck yeah, Annabelle's gonna be awesome.
Oh, okay.
And it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I think that the issue with Annabelle is it's just a doll and it never animates. So there's never, it doesn't like look over at you or blink. It's just a doll.
Yeah.
That might have
They didn't have the money to make it.
They'll zoom
And,
in
like,
on
look
it
good.
for like 15, 20 seconds and you're like, oh my God. And then they cut away. It's just a doll.
That might have been actually one of the successes of The Conjuring because they didn't rely a lot on the doll.
No.
Like it was around just enough to be creepy as fuck, and then they went on to other things.
What they did best in The Conjuring that they had made mistakes in earlier movies is in Insidious, the first half of that movie is terrifying, and then by the end of it, you're having coffee with that fucking demon. You're in his house.
Well, you know,
You see that demon for a long time,
Yeah,
and you're just like, yeah, I get it, it's a demon.
The
and like
Conjuring-
you need very little, like deep, deep, deep. Like
Conjuring
Jaws
had a
doesn't show up
very-
till 45 minutes into Jaws.
Exactly. Conjuring, I think, had a similar problem in that movie was one of the scariest movies I'd seen in a while, right up until that girl jumps off the dresser. And then it's like, oh, this is just a scary movie now. It's okay. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
she's
it's just
still.
a movie.
You
I
only
never
see,
saw it.
you only
It's a
see
freaky
her
film.
face.
It's good.
You only see her face for like a moment.
Yeah, it's still a really solid.
That's what you need because that's scary enough that you
Yeah.
can go home and dream about it, and you're not like, oh, I could see the makeup, I could see
Yeah,
everything,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
What about, did you come up with
I mean, I wish I could come up with more, but the one that sticks with me the most right now is MacGruber, which like
Yeah.
like
MacGruber's
to me
great.
is one of like
great.
is like maybe not the best, but one of the best comedies of the last 10, 20 years. Like it's so funny, but like it didn't look
It looked
great.
awful.
It looked awful in the trailers.
And it's a mediocre
Val
SNL
Kilmer,
sketch.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer is so fucking
He's
funny.
so good in that movie. It's so funny, and just I feel like people didn't get it when it was released.
I love that whole segment where he's writing down the license plate number over and over again. There's this
And
random
the
guy in the middle of it, just like this guy cuts him off.
833-5302-8334.
Brian Phillippe
And it's
finds
got-
a notebook. He finds it with all this scrolling, like a psychopath about it. It's great.
It's the drawing of him sitting in the tree shitting on the car.
And it's not, it's just,
and he's
he,
like-
he got cut off and he's obsessed about it.
Yeah. That movie is amazing, and no one got it when it came out. So I'm gonna say that one.
Sure. You figure out your choices, DJ.
So
My biggest
hard to
disappointment. There's a
pick.
lot
You only
going.
get one.
I don't get as excited about movies as I used to because I got excited about them and then they were disappointing. Like some are blockbusters as a whole, but like right off the top of my head, Prometheus looked pretty rad. And
I was excited for it because it's Ridley
Yeah.
Scott,
It was
and then it
really
was.
not-
It was
good.
really
And the
bad.
cast was amazing. It was like Charlize Theron and
Michael Fassbender,
Fassbender.
which if the whole movie was just Michael Fassbender just chilling on that shit by himself, it would have been a lot better. Because that opening sequence
Was
was just him
great.
alone was amazing.
Great.
I love movies where people are just chilling in space.
But yeah, like I don't know, a lot of the Marvel movies, like a lot of the like, oh, Iron Man 3, okay.
Yeah. I like that.
Guardians of the Galaxy, it was fine.
Really?
Oh, love.
It was okay.
I had a great time.
It was fine. But the problem is that I saw it when I was in Mexico, and I saw that the same day I saw Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
And Planet of the Apes was so
So
fucking
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as exceeding expectations.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I would also say exceeded expectations.
But
And-
Dawn, fuck me, man.
Yeah, dude.
That exceeded expectations. I've done a couple movie reviews for Nerd this year, which made me see movies that I wasn't, because I'm broke, so I'm not gonna go see movies, whatever. Yeah. So like Spider-Man 2 was not good, but it was not nearly as awful as I thought it was gonna be. But I think the one that really kind of surprised me this year, at least, was the new RoboCop. Actually, wasn't that bad.
Oh.
Yeah, its third act is not very. It didn't know what to do with itself, but like it was actually not awful.
Okay. I'm gonna throw one more out there. Is John Carter is a movie that I heard was really bad, but I like a lot. There's
Okay.
like I would say like 70% of that movie works really well, and the other 30% of it is so misguided and like slow or boring or weird that it just sinks the rest of that great movie. Like the beginning and end don't need to be there. Yeah, I highly recommend watching that movie knowing that like this is a mixed bag, but it's a delicious mixed bag, just with a couple of things you just put aside.
Another movie that really wasn't it didn't do that well, but I've seen it on like Netflix and stuff, and I actually really enjoyed it. Was Lucky Number 11. It's really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
That reminds me of a movie called Running Scared with Paul Walker.
Yeah, I heard that
caught on
movie was
HBO.
great.
It was fun. I just caught it on HBO one time. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I don't know why it's associated with Lucky Number 11, but in my brain they're the same.
Because they're both like, you know, indies that were like clever.
You know,
and
they picked a
crime.
cute guy to be the lead in it, and you're just like, whatever. But then, oh, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for watching Table Talk. If you would like the opportunity to make your face as gorgeous as, I don't know, the Alps, you should go to dollarshaveclub.com/sfnerd, where you can get all your fun stuff and the lubes and the wipes and the, it's great.
Yeah, one wipe Charlie's for your butthole.
For your butthole! Hooray! I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Dani Rosenberg.
And I'm DJ Wooldridge.
Thank you guys for stopping by, right?
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Talking a little
There's a
table.
topic.
You should write your name in here and just be like the rim.
Yeah.
The rim?
Just the
Yeah.
rim.
Just the rim?
Just the rim.
Just the edge?
Yeah, there's some people who would pay more for just the rim.
Just a little scooch
And the cooch.
in the cooch.